So, Tim Cook, Apple CEO, has joined the homosexual movement. Yeah, I'm not referring to him coming out. I mean, coming out is something you could do in private to your friends, co-workers, and family, and whatever. But he decided to announce it to the entire planet in a manner which shows that he's joining the homosexual movement, and along with which he brings philosophy and theology, by the way. So I think it's important to consider that, I don't know, I'm just going to imagine that even if you take a white, Anglo-Saxon, Christian, Protestant, conservative, Republican, their reaction to the homosexual next door that just loves somebody of the same gender and minds their own business is basically, well, then I'll mind my own business. I might want to have a talk with them about it. I might pray for them, or I might just straight up 100% leave them alone. But the problem is the movement, and unfortunately the homosexual movement is what gives homosexuality such a bad name, at least in the eyes of people who, such as me right now, feel the need to talk about it. Because of why? Well, because the movement is incredibly powerful. And I mean, literally, my mind is blown by the power of the homosexual movement. So what is the movement? Well, take Tim Cook, for example. He doesn't just say, hey, everybody, I'm gay. Now, here's another Apple product. No, he has now become an activist, even whilst denying being one, by the way. He's going to put his time and effort and money behind homosexual causes. So he has joined the movement. And what happens within the movement, the reason it is a movement, is because some people take homosexuality and attraction for same-gendered people, and they actually turn it into a worldview. And that is what's so utterly fascinating. How you can take a sexual attraction towards a person of the same gender and turn it into a worldview. It's astonishing. And how do they do so? Well, take Tim Cook, for instance. He states that he is proud of being gay. And we all know the motto, gay pride, okay? So wait a minute. You take pride in the fact that you're attracted to a person of the same gender? That doesn't even make any sense. But what's happening is that you can see that they're forming a portion of their being upon homosexuality, to the point where it actually becomes the core of their being, the core of their identity, the core of their thoughts, the premise upon which they base their worldviews. And that's the issue. So, for instance, if you were to ask who is tolerant and intolerant, what's good and bad, which political party or politician should I support, which theology is accurate, which holy book is accurate, the answer to all of these and every question for these people becomes, well, whichever one endorses homosexuality. I mean, that is the standard by which they judge all such things. It is homosexuality. It's incredible to me. I mean, the power behind that is incredible, especially when you consider the fact that the homosexual movement is so powerful that it even has non-homosexuals endorsing it, so that they too take on the worldview and decide upon all such issues based on homosexuality. Think about that. Not only within the group, but without the group. Within and without, meaning as a member or participant in and not. So homosexual and non-homosexual, all making such very important decisions based on homosexuality. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. And Tim Cook has now began preaching the gospel, which is no gospel at all, of, or so he claims, the God who gifted him with homosexuality. Now, thus far, no one in the media has asked him, who is this God? Are you a prophet of this God? What is this God's name? And does he have a scripture? Or will you write one? I mean, seriously, somebody needs to ask him, is he the prophet of a new religion? I mean, thus far, we only know two things about this God. One, that Tim Cook is claiming that this God exists. Two, is that this God not only approves of, and I guess this is 2A, the God approves of homosexuality, but 2B, the God gifted Tim Cook with homosexuality. So apparently there's some kind of predestination, some lack of free will choice, so that this God gives homosexuality to Tim Cook. And lastly, it's interesting that he states that we're walking a sunlit path towards justice, and we're building it brick by brick. And I suppose he's right. The very bricks that he is using are the bricks that we are using to again rebuild the Tower of Babel.